The Pike Peak International Hill Climb is really one of the greatest races in the world. It is highly respected by racers of all genres, and it's really one of the coolest things you could ever be a part of. What person doesn't want to be in a fast car on a beautiful mountain road with no traffic and no speed limit, and you're supposed to drive fast? It is the greatest race I could ever imagine being a part of. I was born in the shadow of Pike's Peak in Colorado Springs. My dad raced Pike's Peak 40 years, holds the record. I was on Pike's Peak every year of my life for the race, and I always wanted to be my dad. And it was just a lifelong dream to race that mountain. I actually had all the turns memorized by the time I was 15 years old. So at 24 years old, my dream came true, and my dad got out of the stock car and put me in the stock car in 1996. I grew up as a mechanic. I'm very involved. I've got my hands on every aspect of the race car. There are specific things that my dad wants to have his hands on. He's a great mechanic. Even though he's retired from racing Pike's Peak, he's really the primary workforce on the race car, preparing it for the race. Our race car was purpose-built for Pike's Peak. We are fuel injected, but we are also using methanol. It's what you would find in drag racing or IndyCar. It helps keep our engine cooler with the high elevation, gives us more power. So the car is, on the outside in appearance, looks like a NASCAR car, but underneath it's a pretty radical road race car built for Pike's Peak. People often ask, do we have a speedometer? And we don't. And do you have a clock? And we don't. So I am not aware of my time. A benefit of being a veteran on the mountain and racing for 23 years, you do have an awareness, you have a feel, and you get a sense of, okay, I'm going faster or I'm going slower. In 2015, we had a great race car. I had made it almost 10 miles with a few miles to go, and we had a mechanical problem which shut us down, and so it was very disappointing. 2015 was the first DNF I'd had in possibly 10 years, so it was a hard blow. We really set our sights to come back and win the 100th anniversary Pikes Peak Hill Climb. The team worked really hard. Valvoline worked really hard with us. We built an entirely brand new engine. We added 100 horsepower. We removed 100 pounds of weight, and that's a great combination that I felt like in the bottom part of the mountain, I was as fast or maybe a little faster than I was in qualifying. I knew in the middle and the top of the mountain that I was driving well, and so I was quite excited when I finished the race. I felt like I pretty much drove my best race of my 23 years, and I felt like we were really close to breaking that 10-minute mark. I was pretty fired up when I crossed the finish line. My dad was on the summit. To be with him, who's invested most of the time and effort when we found out that we broke the 10-minute mark, when we found out that we won, it was a surreal day.